and welcome back to my Saturday series, Disabled Dating with Mindy. You need to be okay with yourself, especially if you are disabled and dating, because people are going to judge you like all the time, and it's because they don't know any different, right? Like, people can be used to something or think that they are going to be okay with something, but once they're confronted with it, like in this case, an able-bodied person and a person with a disability dating, or two people with disabilities dating, that's not the norm. So they are not going to be necessarily as open to it, even if they feel like they will be and they say they will be. It's a whole different thing to think that you'll be okay with something and actually being okay with something, because it means that it's in your world and it's going to affect your life, and it's fine if it's in somebody else's life way over there, but if it directly affects you, often people are a little less, okay with it. So you have to be, first of all, secure in yourself, both you and your partner. And then secondly, you have to realize that when you go out as a couple that is either two disabled people or two able-bodied people who might look different or be different in some way, or a person who is able-bodied and a person who is disabled, you kind of are ambassadors for, the in-between, the people who are like walking the line. So when people stare at you or look at you, yes, it could be because, hey, your boyfriend is hot, your girlfriend is hot, like, they're gonna stare. But it could also be because you are different and they don't quite know how to approach you, and they think that that's interesting or cool, or they have a question and they don't know how to approach that. So then, as the people who are the object of the question, you don't have to be open, but I would be open and just say, like, if you notice a kid or an older person staring at you, you just say, "Hi, what's up? I'm Mindy." And you see what their response is. And they might say something like, "Sorry for staring. I'm just wondering, like, I have never seen a person with a disability who is, dating somebody," or like whatever. I'm thinking that maybe you're holding hands while you're they're seeing you, or maybe you're at like dinner, and they might say, "Well, how does that work?" And you say, "Well, we met at a painting class," and it just kind of all gets shut down right there. "Oh, okay, cool." Like, you, or whatever, we met at a bar out clubbing, or however you met. We met online, doesn't really matter. But you just answer the question honestly and with, just some humbleness to you, and more than likely that's all they want, is they're just wondering how it happened, or whatever the question is. And I mean, obviously we don't have all the time in the world sometimes, so it's quite honestly fine to be like, we're kind of busy right now, but this is, I'm Mindy, and this is whoever, and yeah, we date. Like, you don't have to give your entire life story, but you might want to just answer the question. And you can find a really cool way of answering it, like a funny way of answering it. It doesn't have to be an awkward moment, because what you're trying to do is diffuse the awkward moment, because it's already awkward for you because they are staring at you. It's probably awkward for them because they're not used to somebody kind of calling them out and saying, hey, I know you have a question, or, what's your question? Or maybe they've never asked a question to a stranger before, so they're already nervous. So you can just say, like, hey, I have cerebral palsy. It's a disability where basically I from birth was brain damaged, and so I walk with a swing. And this is my boyfriend Steve, and he is not disabled at all, but we met at a painting class. Like, it doesn't have to be, but he liked my swagger. Like, it doesn't have to be anything essay-like, but I can see how that question would be a major, like, faux pas for many people to ask that, and for many people to answer that. Like, it's not their business, it's not my business. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and stare, or I'm gonna sit here and wonder. Now, with my experience, just know I come from a background where I was always taught that it was okay to ask questions, and it was okay to answer questions, and it's okay to give answers and be funny, as long as you're not offending anybody and you're being humble about it. But that is just my 2 cents. If you have any other ways you would handle this, please leave them down below, as well as your stories and other questions if you have them. And if you would like to share any other dating experiences you have, please leave them down below, and I may include them in the next disabled date. But that said, I am gonna go and eat because I am so hungry. But as always, guys, keep pushing whatever you're doing, and I will see you tomorrow.